Good evening, everybody. A fixture that Vale haven't tasted this millennium. The EFL club with the longest run out of the top flight, hoping to overcome the club with the longest run in the top flight. Well, Mikel Arteta knows that everybody's aware Arsenal are overdue a trophy. But what about this competition? One in which in the history of Arsenal, they've only won twice. As away we go. Waneri. Martinelli. Oh, lovely for Arsenal. Oh, it's so good. It's so easy. And a first Gunners goal for Amir Eze. And Arsenal in again. Waneri. Oh, just past the post. Marino sliding it through. Eze almost. Whether it's Arsenal or Port Vale. Well, it's Saliba looking for Trossard. Brilliant control to finish things off here for Arsenal, and he's done it! It's not to be. Arsenal safely through in the end.
Semi-finalists last season, Arsenal target a place in the last 8 of the Carabao Cup this time around, but so too did Brighton.
And there's young Max Dowman in the middle of the huddle there, at 15 years young.
It is Brighton who get the action underway. Waneri there to pick up the pieces. And slipping it through for Mikel Merino. Ball as it breaks somewhat fortuitously for him. He has support from Ruter to take it on and force the save again from Arrizabalaga. This is Ruter. Simas had continued his run. Ruter threaded it through to him. A minimum 1 more minute to try and find it before half-time. Here is Dowman, in the mood to do that maybe. Dowman away this time from De Kuyper.
Play from the youngster.
Oh, here's Simas, has given straight to him, taking on Mosquera, who's able to recover the situation for Arsenal. As it takes Kadioglu out of it. Mikel Merino, lovely here for Lewis Skelly, and in! Ethan Waneri. Arsenal have found a way. And Watson is the one who could capitalise here, cutting it back for Ayari. Hincapié with the block. Handbook on the training ground as they all make their way to try and meet it. Rising the highest though was Merino. Still reaping the rewards of the work that Mikel Arteta has done, not just this season, but in laying the foundations in previous campaigns. And here they come now with Timber. Look at the ground that he has covered, slips it through towards Harry Mananous. Denied his moment, but Saka will score. And it might just settle it. A second for Arsenal. Wind another one. And Leandro Trossard. And Trossard nearly having the final say. That is full-time, and it is onwards for Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. They maintain the momentum. They are making the difficult look routine right now, our Mikel Arteta's team.
It's a big one for the fans as well, because they want silverware, and this, I imagine, represents a really good opportunity for you.
Yes, obviously we were in the semi-final last year against Newcastle, so we want to reach the semi-final again, and in order to do that we need to beat a tough opponent tonight.
Well, Arsenal are already top of the tree at Christmas in England and in Europe. Chelsea await the winners of this tie. Gabriel looks like he's injured at the moment. Martinelli slipped this through. Madueke though strong. It's over by Martinelli, and Madueke's in! Martinelli, and it's saved by Benitez. Martinelli's cross. Lewis Skelly kept it in. Madueke. It's done well again. And it's headed over. Odegaard swings one in. Jesus meets it. Odegaard sliding in against Hughes, but Devaney keeps it alive. Pino and Saliba with perfect timing. Trossard Arsenal having survived the scare, now looking to progress. Saliba, Odegaard, Trossard. It's going to open up for Marino. Oh, it's not. Saka's kick and a real cross in, and finally they have managed to bundle it home. His kick, and it's slid in by Gahey. Crystal Palace's captain comes up with the goods, and they have rescued it in injury time. Saka sends in a dangerous one. Rice was in there, and he's still in there, and Benitez, who's been a hero all night, is a hero again right at the end to deny him, and penalties it is. What can he do here against the Arsenal skipper? Odegaard, 1-0 behind the goal. Mateta, though. Rice restores. Devaney makes it 2-2. Saka shows it. Hughes, 3-3. Trossard steps up and places it. And Sosa scores. And he does. He does. Fury against Benitez, and he scores. Morton. Timber, Saliba, it's all down to the Frenchman, and it's saved! Another head-in-hands moment for Maxence Lacroix, and it is Arsenal who are celebrating and who will take semi-final place against Kepa Arrizabalaga's former club, Chelsea, the club with which he's been in 2 finals.
Yeah, you feel for Palace a little bit because, yeah, they hung on in there in the first half, could easily have conceded, but came back with a lot of courage in the second half and showed a lot of character.
If you look at the psychology of a football club, out of the 4 semi-finalists, this is biggest for Arsenal.
Yeah, possibly. I think in terms of that desperation to win a trophy, and that's sometimes the thing that gets labelled at Arsenal, is there too much desperation.
It is a huge game, a huge occasion with which Chelsea welcome their new manager for his first game at Stamford Bridge, Liam Rosenior. After successfully navigating their first hurdle in the FA Cup, Mikel Arteta, like his Chelsea counterpart, makes 8 changes to the Arsenal team for this time today. He gets this first leg of the semi-final underway. Rice with the kick. And it's a clear header for Ben White. And the player who scored his last 2 goals against Chelsea way back in April 2024 gets off the mark here and gives Arsenal an early advantage in the semi-final. And Esteban goes for it from the angle. Eventually ends it back with Rice. Saliba! Oh! We're chasing back at Saka now. Ben White in support. Pulls it right across. Gyökeres! Well, he couldn't miss from that range, but that feels like a big moment for the striker. A goal in a big game. Here's Jean Pedro. Neto delivering with a cross, it's all the way through to Garnacho! Marino into the path of Gyökeres, laid off for Subamendi to strike! And just when Arsenal's command had been called into question, Subamendi reinforces their determination to get this job done in 90 minutes rather than over 2 legs. Screened that one from Badiashile, played through by Marino to Gyökeres. And Saka came in on it. Chance! Marino is blocked. In the middle again. Saliba joining him in that quest. This corner, Garnacho with a hit! He's done it again! Pedro Neto. He's got a corner and a Gabriel. Advantage Arsenal going into the second leg, but it is a narrow one for Mikel Arteta's team. There is a bit of a confrontation at the end. There was the aftermath of an off-the-ball coming together between Enzo Fernandez and Martin Zubimendi, which Fernandez clearly wants to carry on, but it has finished here at Stamford Bridge with Arsenal holding all the cards. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3.
One game from Wembley. To kind of tap into your words from after the Manchester United game, how important is it that players, fans, you enjoy the opportunity you've created for yourselves?
Yeah, we were just discussing about the journey to take you here, one step away from Wembley, and what have we learned as a team, the needs and the things that we have to show along the way to arrive where we are. And today is a different game in front of our people, and we're going to go for it.
Well, good evening, thank you. It is a fabulous sight, and for this excitable Arsenal crowd, yet one more nervous night on the edge of something special. Arsenal a goal up at home and overdue a Wembley day out, but Chelsea have stared down a couple of deficits this last week, and they fancy it. This is beautifully set. Right on edge, beautifully poised, terrific atmosphere, fabulous noise. From Madueke, and now in Sanchez got across. Martinelli could be in here. Goal side of Gusto. Martinelli spinning on Correa. Enzo Fernandez. Good save. Rice has claimed it back. And that's Zubimendi. Swindler's header. Eze is on the drive here. He's found Martinelli. Martinelli's gone over. And the referee waves it away.
Initially, it's just the follow-through looked a little bit ugly.
Past 96, in by Caicedo for Farner's header.
That's it, look at those Arsenal players, they know that's it.
On by Trossard.
He's in on the outside.
Rice to play it across. And Kai Havertz to send Arsenal to Wembley.
Oh, it's a pitch invasion by the players.
The ultimate climax. They clung on, and they pounced at the end. Arsenal are Wembley bound. Mikel Arteta has his way. Liam Rossigna asked questions. It was a fascinating second leg in so many ways. It might have worked for Chelsea, but Arsenal were robust enough, and when eventually the only goal did come, in the final seconds, the dying embers of a dank evening in North London, it came Arsenal's way for Kai Havertz, and they win it not just by their first leg advantage, but as it turned out, Gary, by one goal more.
Yeah, it was a long old night for those Arsenal fans, having to watch a cat and mouse game, but the end, well, they sing their song and they're going to Wembley. Mikel Arteta has a chance to win his first trophy in a long, long while.
At the end, when you have the opportunity to see yourself in Wembley, it gives the right reasons to everything that we do. I would say that. So everybody's obviously so happy, and together we're going to try to win it.